Hey, this is Gerry Visca, the publisher of Defyeneurs, and welcome to the second edition of the Top 50 Relationship Marketing Tips. We are live with Vikki and John Downey of California. Welcome, Vikki and John.
Hey, good morning, Gerry.
Hello, we're here.
Fantastic. You know, you both have this magnetic energy that just jumps off the pages and into our hearts, and we're really, really honored to shine a light on both of you and all the great things you're doing. So just before we get started, you know, there's a quote that you've shared in your profile, and I really want to share that with listeners, and it goes like this. When people know they are part of something great, they are willing to become someone great in the process. I really love that. So, Vikki, share with us, how has your journey led you to relationship marketing?
Well, thank you so much, Gerry, for giving us the opportunity to share here today. John and I, we owned our own business early on in our marriage, a very traditional business, and we were approached by a relationship marketing company back then, and we were really drawn to it and got started in that company really because we saw how you can leverage your time and not spend so many hours working towards like a traditional business. And we were able to really create a significant income with that company with very, very little time. And to us, that was huge. John, did you have some thoughts on that as well?
Yeah, I've been told, how you basically make money is you just go and get an education, go get a job and work. And when I was in college, I decided, there's got to be something more to it than that. I just don't want to keep trading hours for dollars. So I kind of got started. We started a regular brick and mortar type of business and just worked at that. And it was great for us. We loved it. And then the kids came along and some other things, and it was still just the brick and mortar business was just too dependent upon other things to be successful. So when we finally saw a relationship marketing business model, we just grabbed onto it. We just saw that was the way to do it.
I love that, John. I love that you both, you own this traditional business, and now you're being smarter with your time and you're leveraging your time, and it's really inspiring. I just think that's fantastic. There's another quote that you share here, and I love it, and it goes like this: when we feel loved, supported, encouraged, believed in, we will stick with you no matter what the challenge we all may be facing. I mean, there's no question that two of you are just, really driving your business forward and supporting your team. Vikki, what gets you leaping out of bed every morning?
Well, gosh, and I definitely do. If anyone knows me, I'm happy all the time, and I really do leap out of bed ready to really help others experience what we're experiencing. We've been able to pay off massive credit card debt. We had 2 kids in college at the same time and, gotten a lot of debt, especially with the downturn of the stock market. We had, invested for college there for them and lost more than half of that in 2008. And so with relationship marketing, with the company we're with now, we saw the potential right away and jumped in, and we're not going to miss it this time. We were going to be at the beginning. We were going to help others, and that's what we continue to do. I'm actually sleeping better at night because the bills are paid. I'm not waking up thinking what bill I have to pay tomorrow and how can I stretch our budget to the next day. And we want our friends and family to experience that as well. So that's got me so motivated to get out of bed. What about you, John?
Okay, so Gerry, here's the difference between Vikki and I. I don't leap out of bed. I'm just not a morning person, and I've never been that way. But, I'm excited to start the day nonetheless because, like Vikki was saying, it's about helping others, and we helped ourselves, so to speak, and we had the help of others to help us get us out of our financial debt and to start us on the right path. And we feel that now this is our job, is to more or less help others do the same thing. And so that excites me, is to be able to see our friends and family people that we know, people that we just meet, people we never knew before. We probably never would have met them or known them if it wasn't for this business. But to have them as part of our organization and have them, and to be able to help them do what we've done, like Vikki was saying, paying off our debt, just having a better life and just being excited about the day. It's unbelievable because we've been just like everyone else, just living life. You just end up living and building some debt and just trying to keep up with the kids and everything else. It's just really been difficult, and this was our way out, and it was such a great way out for us, and it's just great that we can help others do the exact same thing. And I know it sounds kind of goofy that all we're looking at is helping others, but truly that's all it is, and it helps with our success by helping others too.
I think that's extraordinary, John. And I love Hokie. I mean, the two of you are very inspiring. You're helping others. You're excited for the day. You're excited for your lives. Vikki, I love that you share that you're happy all the time. You have this happy smile. I mean, you see that in almost every photo. Certainly all the ones I've seen, you're just constantly smiling. And, I love that you share that you're sleeping better. I call you, too, the perfect sleeping pill for people. You're helping people sleep well. So I think that's absolutely extraordinary and inspiring. There was a quote that you shared also, in the pages, John, that, it says life is full of abundance. And you can certainly feel that in your energy and how grateful the two of you are, and you're just full of abundance. What is the bigger picture, for Vikki and John going forward?
Well, Gerry, we have changed the way we look at life. We do look at life with abundance, and that was a big change for us because we've always looked at, the glass almost being half empty all the time, and looking at it from a different perspective like that, it changes everything. And I'll tell you, going forward, we just can't wait to see where this journey is going to take us because it surprises us every day. The new people that we meet, the new challenges that we're able to overcome. And I love that, and I love that it's a journey that Vikki and I are taking together. Most husbands and wives, they work on a separate journey. I would have my regular job, and honestly, probably so would Vikki. She would probably, there's not many stay-at-home moms, so she's going to have her job. We work our own careers. We live our own separate lives. Maybe in the evenings we talk about it if we have a chance to talk at dinner. If not, we really don't know what's going on. But, Gerry, with what we're doing, we do this together, and it's brought us so close, and it's brought our entire family close together. Our kids are involved. We just love doing this as a family, and it's every challenge that we have, we talk about it, we face it together, we overcome it together, and it's built such a strong bond, and I look forward to doing this for the rest of our lives. Vic, what do you think?
Exactly. I was just smiling the whole time hearing you talk, John, because we have gotten closer and closer. We've been married 27 years. It's hard to believe. We feel like we're 27, right? I do. And looking at life with abundance has changed everything. Being able to get out of the lack mindset is huge, and you really attract abundance when you speak abundance. And for us, the future is so bright, and for so many friends and family, so bright because we have an opportunity to offer abundance to everyone that we come in contact with. And we just couldn't be on a happier path, a more excited path, and we're just loving every step of the journey and want everyone to join us.
I love that. You're a family that dreams and builds together, and it's just so inspiring to see that. Vikki, I want to stay with you. I want to ask you one final question, and it's based on what I heard. And congratulations, 27 years. I mean, you guys look like you're definitely in your 20s. It must be because you have fantastic skin. There's no doubt about it. But I want to ask you this question, Vikki. It's a personal question. You've seen a lot. You've been through a lot of challenges, and you've been together with John, just an extraordinary role model, for your family. What will your family say about you years from now? What will they say?
Wow, that's a really great question. But what I would hope they would say about me personally, since I can only speak for myself, is that I'm one that always puts others first, I'm starting to get a little verklempt.
Yeah.
I love seeing other people succeed. I'm the type of person that loves to give a gift more than when I receive a gift. You know, like on Christmas, I'm more excited to look at the faces of my family that, you know, I'm giving a gift to. And really that's what I see we have here in relationship marketing, especially with our company, is that we're offering people a gift that they can totally change their lives if that's what they choose to. And so I hope, you know, at the end of my days, I will be remembered for someone that was a giver, that wasn't a taker. You know, we know the takers in the room. You can just sense it when someone walks in the room. You can tell if they're a giver or a taker. It just kind of exudes from their, you know, their whole persona. And I want to be remembered as someone who always offered the best, always offered an alternative way of looking at something, you know, a different way, a perspective that maybe the other person hadn't really thought about. And, you know, and hopefully I made their day better just a little bit, you know, by being in touch with them. So that's me. What about you, John?
You know, I agree with everything there. I mean, what's not to agree with, but I think I would like my family after I'm gone to look back and think that, you know, that I had the right ideas, we were onto something good, and it was something that I, as a leader of my family, that I helped to put in place with our family and do the right thing. And I think because leadership it seems to be something that's failing everywhere we look. It seems as time goes on, I think leadership gets weaker and weaker. And I do think everyone needs a strong leader in their families, whether it's their country, whatever it is they do. You need to follow strong leaders. And I want to be thought of as maybe that, as a strong leader who was going down the right path and who was leading his family and friends and the people that he cared about down that same path. And it's not just our family, it's everyone, because Vikki and I truly care about everybody that we come across, because we still feel that what we're doing is the right thing. It's right for people. We're helping them, and we want to lead them down that path so that someday they're going to do the same thing. Like my son is going to lead his family, my daughter's going to lead her family, so that we're instilling the right leadership values and helping people to help others, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you know, the two of you are just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful pairing. Vikki and John Downey, just two great givers. It's another reason why I'm so honored to help create this legacy with you together and, you know, capture your energy in these pages. You know, pages 38, 39, the most inspiring pairing I've seen. Thank you both so much for being a part of this inspired platform. And on behalf of Defyeneurs, we just want to wish you both a defined year of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gerry.